Hello and welcome to this quick little tutorial. I just wanted to make this to share some of my processes. I've never made a tutorial before, so still trying to work out how to get this bloody mic set up correctly. But if you have any questions or nothing is clear, then just drop a comment and I can explain a little bit better. So let's get started. I'll start with some text. You can put whatever. I'll put freaky. And yeah, I want to align this center. And I want to remove the lines here. And the first thing I want to do is create a distortion that stretches out the edges. So if we look at this, we can see how the edges are stretched out basically, and that would be the first step. So I'll do that, and I will do that first by creating an adjustment layer, and I will make a mask. So I will do it sort of close to the edge here. And I want to create a distortion using transform, so the transform comp here. And I want to make sure that this is close to the edge here. And you can see this can go a little bit higher, this mask. Something like that should be fine, and then this should be to the edge. So we don't want uniform scale because we want it to scale in one direction. So first we need to bump this up a little bit. That'll be like 8,000 or something like that. So we can see it's already happening. 8,000 is not enough, so we need to bump it up anymore. So how about 20,000? 20, 1, 2, 3. Again, a little bit more, maybe 30. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So something like that. And we need to do that for the top as well. So basically I will duplicate that and I will put the mask somewhere here. And now that we've changed the mask, we also need to change the position of the anchor point. So where is the anchor point now? It should be close to here. Maybe we can drop this mask a little bit down and get this a little bit more spot on. Okay, so we should have the top and the bottom now, and as we see here, we want to distort this part and this part and try to make this readable still. So what we need to do is we need to create a distortion map, displacement map, and we need to tell the displacement map what needs to be distorted. So basically we need this area to be so clear and readable, and the edges to be distorted. And how we're going to do that is basically the displacement map reads everything in black and white or color or whatever, depending on what you choose. We're going to use luminance, so it's going to read everything based on the black and white values. So the center here will be, if you want it to be remain the same, then it needs to be gray, and the edges need to be black or white. And so I will create a solid, and I need to make a pre-comp of that solid. And you go into here, and I want to add a gradient ramp, and I've made the center here black and the edges white. And we want to add turbulent displacement map again, and I've animated the evolution. So that should affect the shape. And because I don't want the text to be affected, then I need this middle part to be gray. So I've just added a gray solid and a mask to sort of feather the solid, and that should cover the text. So when we go back to the text now, we can see that what's affected is the edges, and the center remains clean and readable. So yeah, already it's looking pretty cool. And we can see what happens here is we have a little bit of edge stepping going on, and this can be resolved by making the comp a 16-bit channel. So at the moment by default it's 8-bit, but if we increase this, this should improve the stepping. This also improves things, for example, if you have gradient ramps and you can quite often get this kind of stepping thing, and so that just helps improve, smooth out the pixels. Like here we have a clean, and then I've added a roughened edge that just kind of makes it kind of blend together. So you can play with that a little bit, makes it look even more spooky, I think. And then on top of that, so I don't want the text to be completely static, so I've added an overall distortion, and I have played with the evolution here. So I've animated the evolution to a speed that I like. So we have this kind of freaky, funky kind of dance. And I've added a glow. And now we can see it sort of coming together a little bit more. And we need to pre-comp this and bring it out to new comp. And what I've done is I have the main comp here. I've added a camera because I was playing around with some movement. Could be something interesting, but I've left it off for now, and I've added a blur. So I made an adjustment layer and masked that just to give it a kind of a blocky effect, and so a quick, cheap, dirty one. And you could also do that by the camera, but it's a little bit playing around with the depth of field. And I've added a noise, and I've done that by adding fractal noise and switching this to an overlay. So I have this noise, and I have put that to overlay, set that, so you get this kind of nice grainy look. And you can adjust the levels to something that you like also. I'm kind of happy as it is, and so you can see it's a little bit blurry, so I wanted to add a little bit of sharpening, and so you get this really nice effect now with the noise. And we're getting a little bit closer to what we originally set out to do. So basically that is how I got to here, and this. Thanks for watching this. I hope it was useful. Of course, if you need any explanation, just drop me a comment or a DM and I can explain a little bit better maybe. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, have a great day.